We've done all this work to this coaster, and yet still we don't have any peeps rolling in here, as you can see from all of this. Well then, I'm sure if anything, we'll probably have to train sport them here. I think that was terrible.
Keeping me all night, all night. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go.
Hiya Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Last time we were here, we got through a little bit of the thriller section of our amusement park, at least the back area of this amusement park, by adding this little underground boomerang, which takes its cobra roll inside and then shoots out at the other end. And then over here, our reverse free fall. Now, you might be noticing something different about my face cam. Hi, I'm still here. It's just, I had to move around my setup a little bit, as probably many of you may have seen from my Twitter recently. So yes, this whole setup is a little thing. I'm still working around the kinks a bit, and this webcam's not gonna be finalized over here. I'm gonna have it over, like, right here, per se. Like, away from where I wanna look. But yeah, if you wanna just keep... I mean, yeah. Get excited. Change is happening for 2021, which I have a feeling could be my last year on YouTube. You never know. Because, like I said, for many of you still watching, I am looking into a transition from YouTube over to Twitch. So if you would like to see what my Twitch stuff, you can go ahead and follow me over there. The link to that can be found down below in the description with all my other socials. Now, with that said, I'd like to get started on today's adventures, and our first mission is to actually get another transport in. Now, for many of you may be asking, oh, what about the chain lift that I have over here? No, that's not enough, because many peeps don't even come down this way. I actually want to get a proper transport section over here so that peeps can actually get here. But I need to put it in a place where there can still be enough room for anything else. So, my other mission for this particular park itself, is to build a coaster. And one of the achievements on this game that I have not achieved yet is a 150-meter drop. Now, how can I achieve that? Let's see if I can get a vertical drop. So what are we looking at for vertical drop? Vertical drop, aka the dive coaster. That's what we were looking for. And I remember I attempted this the last time. So, how are we going to do this? Let's switch the station a little bit. And do I want to extend the station just a bit, or no? No, I'm going to keep it like that. Or even better, could I possibly go from here? Because we do have all this extra space we could use. That I'm sure of. So what I want to do is, I could put it over here, and then I'll get started on the chain lift. There's got to be some height markers too, you know that? That's good enough. And then we need a drive tires to actually push the train along, because many of you may know, that slows down. So now what about the rest of it? My curiosity strikes me. How am I supposed to test this thing? That's something we'll worry about later. But for now, a good old classic dive drop to finish that section off. Heck! Oh, accidental misclick. Now, how far do I want to take this? Oh god. Not the way I wanted to go, actually. That should be good enough. At least as far as the pieces go. I have a certain person on Twitch who keeps telling me, oh, do not create something similar to Oblivion at Alton Towers. And I'm like, well, maybe that person probably doesn't want to see this type of coaster anyways. And if so, and if you're that same type of person, you probably want to skip to, let's just say, this part of the video. And let's finish off like that. Get the curve out of the way like this. I'm gonna probably shorten things up a little bit. To about that much. No, that's a bit short. I want to go 30 feet. Maybe we should emerge from the side. I think that's what I'm going for here. Yeah, I think this is what we're going for here. So the achievement says I need to achieve at least a 150 meter drop, but knowing me, that might be a problem, because let's think about this for a moment. You want 150 meters, right? I have this in feet. Let's see, can I change the units here? Distance unit meters. I think we'll work on that. I'm sure we'll work on it. I'm sure we'll work on this. Wait a minute, can I? Can I still? Yeah! That's how we do things around here. Let's try to smooth this section. Or at least smooth this part out a little bit, since that's... No, this section, as far as we go. Smoothing this out as much as possible, and then smooth banking, smooth turn. That does not look like a smooth drop. The only thing I can really do at this point is to probably just work it out like this. Or at least try for something like... let's bring this over here. And then let's bring this over here, and we're going to adjust like this. Then I'm going to have to do the same thing about this section. So at least it's a short Oblivion section. But I don't know if it's going to help. Wait a minute. How far of a drop is that? 83. That's not going to help me in the drop section, but I'm pretty sure I can handle it. Then again, I'm going to have to find a workshop mod that can definitely help me with the 200 to 150 meter drop thingy. Anyway, I'm going to adjust my settings back because this is kind of awkward for me, being an American myself. Alright, so let me go ahead and pop a test on this and see how badly I've done this. I swear to God the fear is going to be way too high. Alright, let's have a look. Guys, if you're scared, then just don't look down. Do not look down. Ah! Okay, how bad was it? How bad was it? Ride exceeds G-force limits, it affects the excitement factor of the ride. But they aren't as scared as I thought, which is good. So what's the G-force limits and what am I doing wrong here? Let me get a heat map of my lateral G-force to start things off. I have the feeling it's either my lat or my vert. I don't know which one. The forward Gs are going to be a different story. Alright, so vertical Gs are a bit worse than lateral Gs, but that's okay. And the last thing I'm going to look at is the forward G-forces. How bad are the forward G-forces? Oh, forward Gs aren't so bad. But, have a look at your G-force heat maps to see which areas of your ride are problematic. So it looks like over here might be a bit problematic-wise? Question mark? We'll have to see how we're going to handle this. Even if it means just fixing the rest of the coaster as a whole. So let's see. Should we edit track, or I'm actually going to leave this. To be honest, the ratings are good. They're not too fearful. Nobody's gonna get sick off the ride in the first place. We should be good here. So now let's go ahead and get the path out of the way, and we're gonna have to get a big path over here too. So first, let's make the big path. Nope, not yet. Like that, and then we can bring this around like this. This is probably the point where I'm gonna ask this is probably the point where I'm going to welcome back the people who decided to skip the Oblivion-esque section of the video in favor of just me building the paths. Welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed your little break from the scary Oblivion coaster. And there's a good reason why I'm extending up to here. And you'll see when we get to this part of the equation. I do believe I'm going to be building the monorail right there, so we'll have to see that. But anyway, entrance and exit, which will require me to go down here. Now before we do that though, entrance. I'm going to roll this side, because that's where all the entrances is, and select-wise with the exit on this side, solely because of where the exit's actually placed. See how efficient I'm trying to do things? Now, my usual entrance path reflects this. But I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to bring this around like this, work around like that, work like that, and then work like this. Then this is where I bring it down. Maybe a little bit like that. And then like this. Sure, why not? Intersecting terrain, Nani? Oh, I think I can do this. I think I can handle this. Just bring it across like this, and hoya! Do I want priority pass on this? Absolutely not. Everybody's gonna have fair game on this ride. So let's go for the paths then, shall we? Intersecting terrain. Okay, that's probably gonna be problematic. I'll do the same thing I did last time. And that should be good. There you go. Alright, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, I think. But then, to add on to the path that's right here, I'm gonna do a short path. I don't think it's... No, is that... Let me widen it just a smidge. Yeah, 23 should be good for this section. It is going to feel a bit awkward on this hill anyways, but there's a reason for it. Terrain too uneven? Tell you what, though. This is my solution. And that's going to be the start of our monorail path. So I'm happy about this, but sadly it's not the one that gives me the 150-meter achievement. I'm probably going to get that off camera anyways. Let's just open this bad boy up, get this thing rolling, but no one's going to go over here. And there's a good reason for it. Lack of transportation. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Monorail, I'm going to have you close temporarily while I edit track. The piece of track that I want to edit, actually, is not going to be over here. The jungle's going to really ruin things to get peeps over here. I'm actually going to have the monorail on the thriller side. Peeps can still walk all the way over to the kiddie section. Or even better, I can do another transport that goes from that side to that side. And then everything's going to be connected just as easy. But for now, let's just see what we got over here. I'm going to reduce to here. Or I said reduce to here, and then demolish. But which direction does it? It demolishes that way. I want to actually demolish this way. Because I'm going to take this down this way. Oh yeah, that's as far as it can go. But tell you what, there's a good reason why I chose to go underground with some coasters, and I think I'm going to go underground with the monorail here as well. At least temporarily. Because I'm going to bring this back up, And that's going to take us like that. Because then that's going to take us around like this. And then go like that. And then around like this. And then like that. Or at least like, question? You know what? I think I can handle that. I think I can get this one just as easy if I just do this. Oh, it's going the right way. There you go. And then station piece. Where's the... Oh, stop-start track. Allows the ride to stop for a certain amount of time before continuing. That's new for the monorail. I never really bothered with that piece. I guess for tour reasons, but I guess just people want fast service. So, which direction is entry left, exit left? Oh, we want entry right, exit right for this one, given the direction it's going. Heck, I wanted that. Oh boy, now we're working in painful territory. Or are we? And I love autocomplete because we can just easily do something like pathfinding skills. I mean, as a computer scientist, the problem with P equals NP is a big one. Oh my god, you're taking us that direction? Are you serious? Okay, so I want to see what this one does. And it's actually... Oh my god, that actually looks like it's taking us around like that. Are you heckin' serious? So I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to do this. I'm going to tone it down like this. And then this whole section is getting the demolish. Delete. I'm going to delete here as well. Now to find the real solution, I just do this, I do this, and autocomplete like that if track limits won't exceed like that. Let's do 15 degrees instead. And then 30. Oh, but instead of this, we can just demolish like this. Try autocomplete from here, question mark? That's gonna have the problem there. And then I can just autocomplete like that, not like that. Let me just shorten this a little bit. Like that much. And then try to autocomplete. That's not gonna work. Dang it. What's not working about this? And tell you what, I can just delete that segment and try again for this segment, question mark. Like that. See what I'm doing there? Shortest path possible. And much better solution than P equals NP, which as many of you watching and nerds are watching, traveling salesman problem. It doesn't work unless you actually know what you're doing. Attempted solutions sometimes don't work. Now, but here's one I'd like to actually do, because now we're going underground. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. Because now we're going underground, I want to do some terraforming. And what better way to do that than just do it like this? Now, how do we do this? Pull? Perfect. So we're going to pull from here, have it go up like this, around like that, That's gonna go up like that and around like this, question mark. And then around like that. At least it's gonna go into darkness for only a temporary moment, because then what we can do, I'm gonna try to chisel something. Wait, I need a brush size for this. So I want to try and chisel enough so that it doesn't cut into the monorail segment. Something like that. And then cut off the top just a tad. And then I'm gonna go ahead and flatten to foundation. What? Oh, flatten to this. So then where it emerges is the other piece of the other piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another pull back to the 33 feet that I was trying to do. And then just pull like, not like that, dummy, but like this. It's gonna have to take extra, gonna have to flatten again. Ah, flatten to foundation. Oh my god, what am I doing? That just made a simple plateau like that. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pull down this segment just to get it lined up and in place, make it a cliffside. And can I actually do the same thing here? Flattening to foundation here like this. Aha! See what I did there, sons? That's what I like to see. Now, I'd like to try and put... Now, instead of Oblivion, I don't know exactly... Okay, rehire you, because that happened. I'm surprised I haven't been doing much to my staff. I'm pretty sure when I get to it, when I get to things, I'm going to manage my staff. But here's something I want to do. When these guests are riding, I want to make something that actually excites them. Instead of exceeding the G-force. As they're riding through this thing, I want to see, can we potentially torch up the place? As in, could we have a fire emitter? Let's see if scenery has that. Favorites, recent, path extras, display sequencers, special effects. See if any pyrotechnics. I just want a simple jet. Make it a little easier on me. But even then... Let's see, can I go inside without getting too dark? I'd have to... I need a light in here. And I'll leave the flames the way they are. Because... things. Oh, are you serious? I just... that's why... Wow. I turned the bank the absolute wrong way, and that's what I get? Okay, I can fix this. I can absolutely fix this. But then your peeps are also going to be seeing this whole segment, so I'm going to go ahead and push terrain in like this, but I'm going to have to push at a small radius to start. Because I don't want to push too much terrain. So I think what I want to do with this is I want to create an explosion effect here. And when should that trigger? Probably over, let's say, here? No? Huge explosion is going to be too much. Keep it a small explosion. So yeah, I was worried about the G-forces in there. Alright, so let's just go ahead and fix that, shall we? Close this up. We'll fix it up. Don't worry about us. Edit track. And yes, I made sure not to make the mistake of hitting that button before tapping. I made sure not to make the mistake of tapping that button. So instead of going there, I'd like to see about going over here first. Extend this to there. Decrease this to here. I'll see where the thing starts and ends, okay? So where does the bank start? Where does the bank end? Bank starts there. Or bank ends there, rather. And the bank starts from the end of the drop. So now, which direction is it going? Here, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try a little thing. And that would involve me having to go in here. So how are the things gonna work? Ah, there we go. Oh god. Now we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I thought I got it. Thought I got it. Let's see. Oh my god, that definitely does not look like what I wanted. And then the other side, how's that? How's the other side? Okay, I'm pretty sure I like the beginning end, but the other end is going to be another story. So let's just bring this down like this. And then try to bring this in like this. Working underground is going to be a bit harder than I thought, honestly. Hang on. Is that... So the point is I'm getting somewhere. Ah, but smooth banking helps too. So if I ever wanted to do that... Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing with the smooth banking in this end, but I'm gonna have to get out of underground for this. So that would mean going out like this. Whoopski doodle. Go all the way up like this, and then smooth banking. Like that. Now, I may have done some oopsies in the whole department like that, but maybe something else can be of concern, or at least some advisory here. Now, my question. How does that help in the long run? I may have done so... Oh god. I need to coaster cam this. But the point is I got the scenery in there. That's the best part about it. Again, if you don't like Oblivions, you can skip to this segment right here. But for the rest of you, hope you're ready to look down. Woo! Woohoo! So at least my question then becomes, did I do the right size bank for this? It still exceeds G-force limits, and it's not a problem in the other side of things. I did fix it, which is good. So, no problems there. Let's just open this up, get this over with. I know it's the vertical G-forces, but if it were you guys building this coaster, what would you do to fix this? Please let me know down in the comments. Oh god, I'm still in that area? Okay, let's do that. And then there we go. Okay, so now let's build this entrance and exit right over here. So let's see, place entrance. Entrance is going opposite or close? Let's put close for now. And then exit goes here. So I'm gonna go ahead and build my exit path first. Which would, of course, require me to do this. And that's a good and there's a good reason why I have to do that, because of course with raised path like that you can't really turn. I was able to turn. But now back to 13 feet, because this path needs some work. And there you go. Now for the Q path, there's a good reason why I chose this one. And I'm just going to run this straight forward because I think that's what we did with the other pieces of the transport. And by straightforward, I mean I want to go past this and then end over here as much as possible. So long as I don't exceed anything. Like that. There we go. That should be good. So now I don't need to test anything. I can just open this bad boy up because we just have our work cut out for us. Perfect. At least we now have the monorail extended to a point, but now the other part of this is that I don't want peeps walking all the way over here. Instead, I want to try and tram this system. So maybe if we try for an underground tram service, maybe that would work. But I'm going to have to start from over here and see what I can do about the rest. So let's see. Track rides. Transport. Custom, please. Transport. Light rail. I could do light rail. I could do tour bus. I'm going to do light rail. That's a new one. Is that from one of the expansions, the DLCs? Now I'm going to try for this side station, because I think I want the station on that side anyways. Hold up. Oh yeah, that. So we go like that. That's the first piece of the puzzle. Now my question is, how are we going to do this? Are we doing the, Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I know what's going on here. Close. The light rail uses a different system. Okay, I kind of abandoned that idea. So actually, this is a whole thing I can just Control Z everything with. Because Control Z does wonders, doesn't it? My failure to not realize how this thing even works. Hold on. Can I not undo the rest? Oh, I can only undo to a certain point? Then shit. Guess I'll just have to delete this then and just do the whole terraforming thing myself. Shit. Didn't even know I went that far. Oh god, now I just built another hole. There we go. But now the last thing I'm worried about for this episode is this little hole right here that I described earlier. See how that's kind of an annoyance? Then let's just close... I said close it up, damn it. An easy pull can fix that. Like that, there we are. There we go. That's something. But I am absolutely going to need ideas for the rest of this. And how to execute that light rail, I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to have you guys tell me how that works, or I can actually experiment with that off camera. But yeah, I think as far as this looks, the monorail and the new monorail setup and everything like that, I think that'll work out. We're going to try to work with another transport system very soon. But hopefully, things should work out. Is there a system similar to RCT3 in which you have to make the ride leave as another one approaches? I think that's something we'll worry about. I'm going to set trigger points for this as well next time we see each other. I just realized the trigger point system as I was looking through the monorail. Oh well. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode of Planet Coaster. I'll be back in... Oh, is this another... That's a glitch. Okay, anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode of Planet Coaster. I'll be back in 2021 to start off the year with Planet Coaster, because, like I said, I'm done with multiplayer. I usually used to have a lot of multiplayer to close out a year and start off a year. But I think opening the next year doesn't feel right, given that I have to finish very few games anyways, and then I have another couple games in place fillers. So yeah, next time we see each other, more Planet Coaster. and hopefully we'll get a proper transit system in the works around this area. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe to that notification bell, share this video with your friends, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time.